Yo, what is up, chefs? How's it going, fellas? How's it going? Long time no see, my friends. A long time no see. Move our chat. Actually, we're gonna move ourselves over just a little bit. Shrink ourselves just a little bit. Bada bing, that looks pretty good. Yo, Z Magnus with the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, my man. I'll get that played in just a moment. Re-enable all of our alert box settings. Yeah, massive shout out, Magnus. Thank you, my brother. Should have invested in Despair last night. Could have made a little profit. True, true. Yeah, technically, if you had bought... Basically, last night, Despair were going for about 3 Exalt each. Now they're going for 10 plus. So for every Despair you bought last night, you would have, like, tripled your currency. Which... honestly, in hindsight, I wish I bought a lot more. We only have 69 remaining XD. With that being said, I did go ahead and take a little bit of a privilege on the fact that I was releasing the video, and I actually bought a bunch of tablets right as I posted the video, so I have 9 full tablets. I think actually, yeah, I have 9 plus 1 for sale, just seeing if it'll sell. But I actually bought out 9 tablets right before I posted the video. Interestingly enough, like, it's kind of funny because it seems like the price of Despair went up a ton overnight. Now they're going for like 9 Exalts each. It seems like the tablets basically sold out overnight. There's basically no like 10% stack size plus quant tablets on the market anymore. But with that being said, it seems like Simulacrum did not actually go down in price much at all. It's actually still sitting at 83 Exalts per Simulacrum, which is actually very good news for me because I basically stumbled onto the strategy of farming the Sim Splinters in the middle of like trying to figure out this build, and then I took like a 10 plus hour detour figuring out the farming strategy, farmed like 5 to 6 maps with it, and then made like recorded footage with those maps and then made the video. So even though the strategy is like incredibly broken, unfortunately I'm actually not gonna, I mean, I was assuming by now I wouldn't even be able to profit from it at all, but it looks like thankfully I can still profit from it some from the Simulacrums. I just need to go farm a bunch of Splinters, and thankfully I was able to stock up on some Despairs and some tablets in advance, which is super nice because we don't have a lot of currency right now, unfortunately. We're actually a little broke. We're sitting at 3 div because we pumped like 10, I mean, we've probably spent like 30 to 40 div in the last 2 to 3 days pumping div into our Essence Drain Lich, trying to make that work and not break the game. Didn't end up going well, so I just wasted a bunch of currency. And then we fully transitioned out of that build into this build, which costed a lot of currency. So yeah, we're gonna go farm some Splinters and have ourselves a jolly old good time. Alrighty, let me go ahead and get the music going. I'm gonna get the music going on the Twitch side of things. So if you do wanna partake in some good music, come join us over on Twitch. You have a build guide for this yet? Unfortunately, I do not. I'm planning to try and get a build guide out for this within the next couple of days. Like the next day or two, hopefully. Alright, this map is actually going to be kind of hard. It's a 6 mod Vol Factory. 60% Delirious. Only 1 portal as well. Alright. So for any of you that are interested in the build, super simple, like not going to go into detail here, but super simple version of what we're doing is we're getting a bunch of extra level to our fire skills with these 2 items. We're using those on Incinerate to produce Burning Ground, and then we're picking up the Burning Ground with our Whirling Slash. We put our regular items back on, and then we have like an AoE Whirling Slash, and then we have an attack speed Whirling Slash. So we start with the AoE Whirling Slash to pick up the Burning Ground, so we get a lot of AoE. And then we transition to using the other Whirling Slash for attack speed, knockback, bleed, stuff like that. But 99.9% of our damage comes from the Incinerate Burning Ground. That's where like all of our damage comes from. Oh my goodness, wait. Wait, we hit the 20%. We hit the 20%, hold on. Oh my goodness, we hit the 20%. We're getting 5 Sim Splinters per drop. Oh, this is going to be a disgusting map. This is going to be a disgusting map. Okay, we have to make sure we don't die so we can get all these splinters. Let's go. Well, I'm actually going to turn my recording on for this because I envision we're going to get some massive explosions. Okay. Hopefully we get some unique bosses. We're gonna get like 90 splinter drops from a unique. Oh my. Oh my god. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90 Sim Splinters and a Tangle Tongue, say less. 90. 90 Sim Splinters and a Tangle Tongue in just like a little random pack of mobs. Holy shit. Yeah, this is a really balanced farming strategy, by the way. Oh, here we go. Unique boss. I'm saying, are we gonna get the legendary 100+ splinters? 84, 84 Sim Splinters on 1 drop. Holy shit. Oh my goodness, man. Nah. That is just too much. We're already at basically 300 Sim Splinters in this map. Oh my goodness, someone wants to buy this tablet for 3 divine. Holy shit. I got these tablets for 20 exalted each last night, by the way. I got these Sim Splinter tablets for 20x each. And this guy's buying one for 3 div. Thank you, thank you. Ew, ew, 12% crit chance? What is that? Yucky, yucky, yucky. Damn, how many exalted orbs did I have in my inventory? I wish I knew. I should have actually kept, because I want to like do a drop of all the loot at the end of the map, but I have no idea. I actually don't know what I just put in my stash. Shit. You know, I run into some monsters before I do this. This build was Lich Essence Drain? Yeah, it was like I was doing a chaos.lich, but I ended up transitioning it into this build right that you're seeing right here. Okay, quantity of items dropped by monsters. Oh my goodness, we got another unique boss. Oh, it's so disgusting. Oh, it's so disgusting. Imagine if he dropped a div with that, but 84 Sim Splinters is just too... I mean... it is hard to beat that. Damn, the song that's on right now is a banger. Okay, immune to fire damage. We can't do that. Experience. Quantity of artifacts. Rate of items. Quantity of artifacts. What do we have over here? Quantity of items. Oh yeah, we want this. There we go. Let's go. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a banger one. Have you slept yet? Yeah, I slept. I slept, brother. I went to sleep at like 3, 4 in the morning last night or something. I think I like posted the most recent video at like 1 a.m. or something my time last night. Then I went to sleep, slept for like 12 straight hours at least. By the time I went to sleep, I'd been up for like 40 hours. Like 40 hours straight. It was actually very unhealthy and stupid. Or I mean, maybe not stupid, like it's okay. I feel like it's okay if you do that stuff every once in a while, but certainly not like a smart choice, I guess. And my music is just a tiny bit too loud. Make sure I don't die while I turn this down. Okay, there we go. I feel like I get caught on so much stuff in Vol Factory with this build. There's just like so many little random things scattered everywhere that just you can get stuck on the terrain. Are you a vampire? Unlikely. Not impossible, but unlikely. Damn, every song that's come on my playlist the last 5 minutes has been a banger. I just got a Visions of Paradise precursor tablet. What is it for? I don't get it. I think, is that the irradiated tablet? I think that's the one that lets you do maps twice. Let me move. Let me move. What is this thing? Let me get down the stairs. On the road. $10 divs in an hour, maybe. If I did this last night before the prices on everything changed, I probably could have definitely got 10 div in an hour. I basically did get 10 div in an hour when I did the first couple maps. We might have to try a breach splinter strategy next. See if there's any merit to that. Never know until you try, I guess. Or at least, like, try and math it out. Yo, what's up, Infana? How you doing? How you doing, fella? Whoa, whoa, what? I didn't try to open that. I tried to augment it. Yo, Ronaray talking trash about you? Uh-oh, not drama.
Death is my power to wield. I think not.
Good thing we don't really care about drama over here. Someone wants to talk trash, it's their prerogative. Did you see he made a clip video? Yeah, I saw. Exiled again. Had me in one of his videos. He's going to put me in video tomorrow too, I think, actually. Just out of curiosity, is Ronaray talking trash on stream, or did he make a video about me? I'll have to look into it later. See if I feel like I need to respond or anything. feel like I've got to be one of the hardest people to talk trash about, no? Like, what do I do that could warrant someone talking trash about me? Ew, greater adapter or adapter. We don't need that. He's so tanky. Nice. Oh, we don't have room. Okay. Post map report. 548 sim splinters. 7 exalted, 2 chaos. Like 5 vol. 34 breach splinters. There was some other stuff we got too. We accidentally dumped it in our stash, but I mean, 548 sim splinters in one singular map. Like, holy shit, man. Okay, let's come back for these rares. I don't think we're gonna go through the rest of the map. I'm just gonna hope I picked up all of the important tiered rares. Hopefully, hopefully. Let's go do this augury, I think. Do we have any other? Let's do this slick, actually. What are you looking for? Yeah, I know the build is a little, or the exclamation point build command is a little outdated, I know. I just haven't gotten around to making a build guide for this setup yet. 'Cause it's so new. Oh, whoops, I did that wrong. No, I gotta wait for my incinerate cooldown. What is this build? This build is whirling slash lich. Can we see the passive tree? Yeah, here's the passive tree. I will, here's what I'll do for you guys really quick. I will, for everyone that's interested in the build at the moment, I'll make a command. I'll make a command really quick. It's going to be exclamation point POB. And it'll bring you, I'll post the POB for this. Okay, hold on. I think... Okay, yeah, I think the command should be working now. You guys should be good. Flipped over to Ronore, and he in fact was not trash talking you, at least in the last 10 to 15 minutes he wasn't. Seems like he maybe... I had someone do a little bit of research. It seems like maybe he was... I don't know about trash talking, but it seems like I did come up on his stream probably a little bit ago, like 30 to 45 minutes or something. Like I said, I haven't had the chance to look at it personally yet, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. Other than it seems like maybe there was like some disbelief in whether or not this strategy actually works. But I mean, I don't know. I don't understand how people could say like the strat doesn't work whenever I literally show it working in the video. Like I show myself get over 300 sim splinters in a singular map. Like I don't think you can really, I don't know how to demonstrate it better than that. Is Lich necessary for your build? No, you don't have to be Lich. I just basically, I made it work with Lich because I was already playing a Lich. So I just wanted to see if I could make it work and see how good it was. And it ended up being pretty damn good. I think the Lich version of this build, when compared to other versions, I think the benefit of playing Lich is it's going to be easier to get more area of effect, and it's going to be easier to get tankier, but it's going to be harder to get as much movement speed, like as much attack speed, to be able to like move around the map as quickly. Not impossible, because I already have ideas on how to do it, but it's just going to cost a little bit of currency for sure. We have to get a specific from nothing diamond that allocates Dance with Death, which is going to cost about 10 div, and then with that we can get a lot of extra attack speed. We'll be zooming pretty fast. What's up, Daniel Mon? How's it going, brother? Bang. Okay, rituals are low-key a little spooky in these maps. Maybe not worth it for my current setup. Oh, wait, I trolled. I didn't realize. I definitely shouldn't have done this ritual because the unique boss showed up inside it, which is definitely a little spooky, but... Here will be. This is good. Probably not. Why did you abandon Huntress? Abandon's a bit of a strong word for my liking. I would say, I mean, I just kind of... I had my fill of Huntress, and I kind of wanted to just move on and play my next character. Like, I progressed my Huntress pretty far, and then got to a point where I wanted to try out some other stuff. Forgot to change helm and amulet. No, it should be good. You have to change the item thing at the top. Swap it to the incinerate setup instead of the default setup. Huh? Really? Ooh. Link me the clip. Huh? Damn. Nah, I won't watch it on stream, I guess. I'll just watch it after stream and I'll just determine whether or not I think it needs a response or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand. I hate, bro. I hate the YouTube content creator community in PoE 2 sometimes. Actually just such a bunch of fucking children. Is he trolling? Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to. I mean, bro, what? That's so insane. Saying I didn't even make 100 exalted in the map where I got over 350 sim splinters and 5 chaos. Alright. That is hilarious, actually. Nah, it's whatever. I don't know. I'll just have to respond to it later, but yeah. Content creators are such children, bro. Sheesh. Thank you. I feel like the game attracts professional complainers. Well, that extends to other players. Yeah, that is true. People do love to complain in this game. Playing your lightning spear Amazon, but I still don't understand how you meet all the stat requirements. That was probably the hardest part of the build, was meeting the stat requirements. I literally got stats on like almost every, or like attributes on almost every single item. Oops, I wasn't really paying attention to this map that well. Whoops, I never swapped my items back. I was not focusing that much. thing is that stats on gear can satisfy skill requirements, but not for gear. It managed to solve it, but had to do something completely different than you. Well, no, stats on gear can satisfy requirements for gear too, if like you do it in the right way. For example, like if you get intelligence or dex or whatever on your rings, as an example, like that would help satisfy the requirements for your other gear. I kind of see what you're saying. Like, yeah, you can't have a scepter that requires 131 int, like, and get, well, okay, there's a super complicated strat here that I did use at the beginning, but I don't really recommend it because it's super annoying. But like, let's say you're at 100 int, right? You're at 100 int and you need 130 to equip a scepter. If you get a scepter with plus 30 int, and then you go to Doriani and you respec a bunch of your passive nodes to just give you an extra 30 int temporarily, even if that messes up your other requirements, then you equip the scepter. So now you're 30 int over what you need. Now you can respec all of those points back to whatever they just were, and you'll be able to keep the scepter equipped. If you unequip it, you'll run into the same problem where you have to go back and respec a bunch of your attribute points, but that is like another thing you can do to just sometimes make it easier, but that's obviously not ideal. That's correct, S2 Bomb. You basically have one Whirling Slash for AoE, and the other Whirling Slash is for like attack speed. Uh-oh, it's a temp chains map. Interesting. I probably will be forced to respond in some regard. I mean, I guess I could just completely ignore it, but I really don't like people slandering my name for no particular good reason. It's actually so, like, insocial or, like, socially inept of someone who's never even spoken to me, never said a word to me, never had any contact with me, to like just absolutely try and obliterate my entire character online, like in a public setting. That is just shameless. Absolutely shameless. It's probably really easy to try and obliterate someone's character whenever you're in like an echo chamber of your own community, like your own viewers. That must be really fun to do stuff like that, as opposed to like actually get into an intellectual discussion with someone and argue about your beliefs or debate or whatever. Who called you out? Apparently it's this guy named Ronaray on YouTube. Yeah, according to the person that I've got doing a little bit of research for me since I'm streaming right now, seems like he basically just went off on me and just shit-talked me for probably 30 minutes to an hour straight. Just absolutely trying to drag my character through the mud. And I say like my character, like my IRL character, not like my in-game character. Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about the dude because I don't really know anything about him. I'm not the type of person to just like start shit for no reason and be a doofus on the internet like that. But yeah, so don't go spread hate or anything like that. I don't care about the dude. It doesn't really matter. I'll probably make, I mean, I'll look into what he said. I'll see what he said for myself, and if it's like really just ghastly, then I'll probably make like a response video about it or something and address his claims or see if there's any validity to them. And of course, you know, maybe there is. You know, maybe he points something out that I'm not aware of and I actually am just a doofus or whatever, but even if that's the case, then I don't think it probably wasn't mandatory for him to try and like drag me through the mud for no particular reason. But yeah.
Death is my power to wield.
Little 84 sim splinter action, not bad. Yeah, definitely. Holy. That was a juicy breach. Just another insanely juicy map, actually, in general.
It's about time.
What do you think of the upcoming breach buff? How many towers is this juiced by? This specific map is juiced by 4 towers right now. Granted, to be perfectly fair, one of the towers was kind of like a very bad combination of tablets. Like I didn't exactly know what I was doing on that one tower. So one of the towers is like 2/3 wasted because I only put one like proper tablet in it. The other 2 tablets were like random, kind of unimportant. But the clips and the video and stuff that I talked about, or the actual, yeah, the clips were from a 3 tower setup. Wait, this was another 5 sim splinter map? How did I just now notice that? What in the hell? I did not realize.
Whenever, push on. Don't let up. Rathen's flaring. It's getting stronger.
Another corpse to serve me.
This seems kind of slow though. Well, to be fair, this is a temp chains map. So, yeah, I'm much slower than normal right now because of temp chains. Temp chains is like a huge dilemma, or maybe not dilemma, but it's a huge downside for this build just because of the fact that you're getting like a double negative on like the attack speed, I guess, or something. Maybe not double negative, but it just feels really bad. how much it lowers your attack speed. To be fair, I don't know if you're talking about the build or not, Rareware, or if you're talking about like the farming strategy. Because the farming strategy, I would say, is definitely not slow. I mean, at least not for me. I don't know. I've probably made like 100 plus exalts. I've made at least 100 plus exalts from every single map for the last like 5 to 15 maps, or like 5 to 10 maps. Which, at least for me, is pretty decent. What do you think of the upcoming breach buff? Actually, I haven't seen anything about the breach buff, so I actually don't know what it entails. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I see what you mean, Rareware. Yeah, that's just the temp chains. Just wait for the next map when there's no temp chains. It'll look a lot quicker. Also, if you are new, this is probably going to be an information overload thing, but we're doing something in specific here, which is breach maps, or not breach, delirium maps. So these maps have something that makes them 60% delirious, which the simple short version of that is the map is like 100% at least more difficult, probably. Monsters are going to be like 50% tankier, 50% more damage. It's just like an omega giga juiced map, and it's temp chains, so our character's actually slow, and the enemies are extremely tanky and strong. It's probably some of the hardest content in the game. It's definitely like the hardest maps you can do in the game, pretty much, I think. Temp chains equals vendor. I would usually agree, unless it's got like quantity and rarity on it. Then it's like, well, shit. I mean, I gotta do it. It's just so good. Holy tiered rares, by the way. So many crossbows. 1, 2, 3, 4 crossbows. What the hell? I don't need all those crossbows. Did Ronare say it on live stream today? Yes. According to my informant. According to my informant, it was on his live stream today. He was like on my YouTube channel. Like he was like full screen. Like there was like...
Go on.
But he didn't watch the video? So... yeah, if he... Oh, dude. Yeah, if he shit-talked me without even watching the video, then, like, that's just... I mean, I don't know. It is just shameless. It's shameless. That's all I can say. Okay, we can redo this map now. Let's do this one. Yo, what's up, the Kriz? If you want to see this build that you're seeing on screen, Ramathon, you should do !PUB. I don't yet have like a build guide for it, but I do have a PUB planner. If you do !PUB. What's up, the Kriz? Been playing your Lich build and having a blast. Quick question, what skill should I put quality on first? I think the correct answer would be Essence Drain. I can't remember off the top of my head for sure, but I know the ones that you needed to put quality on at some point anyways would have been Essence Drain, Contagion, Despair, Withering Presence. I think were like the main ones for sure. Yo, a Trollster Oven with the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you, thank you. I'm confused on how you ignite for this build. We ignite for this build via Incinerate. Incinerate creates Burning Ground, which gets picked up by our Whirling Slash. Also, for the first person a minute ago that said the build was looking a little slow because of the temp chains, I'll go ahead and you should be able to see now this map should be quite a bit, or we're moving quite a bit quicker now that there's no temp chains. Still not the fastest thing in the world. Like, I'm definitely not claiming this is the fastest build ever, and we have a lot of room to improve the speed, but it's one of the faster builds I've played whenever there's no temp chains, I would say. For sure. Do you just not use it? Why? I use Incinerate at the beginning of the map to create Burning Ground, and then I pick the Burning Ground up with the Whirling Slash, and I just keep that same original Burning Ground for the whole rest of the map, if that makes any sense. It's a super complicated build. It's going to be really hard for me to like explain it without a full build guide, which will be coming in a day or two, but it's probably the most complicated build I've ever played. And yeah, holy sim splinters, by the way. Holy sim splinters, by the way.
It's about time.
Yo, Lady of Chaos with the Twitch Prime sub, 5 months. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Queen. Yeah, I just watched. He's talking shit about you, apparently clickbaiting with your best farm ever and saying he gets 30k views on a bad video, so your views aren't shit, then said it's embarrassing that you're posting best farms ever videos. Interesting. Interesting. I don't really know what that means. Wait, saying he gets 30k views on a bad video, so your views aren't shit, then said it's embarrassing. I don't really know what that means, but I will just quickly show something here for a little bit of transparency for you guys, for those of you that are curious. Let me just make sure I'm not about to like dox myself with this. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna give away anything. For anybody that was curious, that video was posted roughly 17 hours, 43 minutes ago, by the way. And that video has received 767 likes and 21 dislikes. My channel average like to dislike ratio, as you can see here on the far right, I don't know how many people would be transparent with their like to dislike ratio. I'd be curious to see his if he wants to talk that much shit about me, but you know, a lot of people want to say, oh, you can't use likes as a metric because they took away dislikes, but that doesn't really matter if I just show you exactly how many dislikes my videos get. And I mean, 767 likes to 21 dislikes is that seems like a decent ratio to me. Hey, I appreciate that, Cyberman7. And yeah, I know. I mean, I try and keep that at the forefront of my mind, but it can be hard. Like, as a new content creator, like, you know, it's hard to, what's the word, like, adapt, I suppose. Like, going from, like, working a regular job as a billing analyst to, like, being a content creator, like, that process of adapting to the fact that now you're just gonna constantly have people shit talk you, even if it's unprovoked, even if it's completely senseless, even if it's for no good reason or whatever. And for the most part, I'd say I'm okay at it when it comes to just, like, viewers or, like, hate watchers or, you know, like, just your everyday YouTube viewer. But if this is the first time that I've had it happen with another content creator, especially at least another content creator that's of some level of decent size. I don't know actually how big he is exactly, but clearly people know of him. And so, yeah, it's like, I don't know. Definitely seems very unprofessional, but I guess it kind of just doesn't really matter. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. It's just something I have to adjust to, and it's gonna take time. The first time it happens, there's no way I'll be, like, there's no way mentally I could be fully prepared to just shrug it off like it's nothing. Hey man, shit talking on the internet is a full-time demanding job. True for some of these people. I tell you what, holy shit. Some of these people sure as hell turned it into a full-time job. That's for damn sure. Some common decency is good. Yeah, that's certainly true. That's certainly true. I feel like if I ever was going to shit talk someone, right? Like, I don't think, you know, I've certainly never had any plans to do so as, like, a content creator anyways. But it's like, if I did have an issue with someone and I was thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm about to potentially publicly dog on them for whatever reason I might have, I feel like at the very least, prior to doing so, I would be like, you know what? Let me at least, like, get his perspective or clarify for everyone that I actually don't know anything about this guy. I've never spoken to him. Everything I'm about to say is just, like, my own random subjective opinion, and, like, I have no idea actually, you know, anything about this guy. I'm just gonna, like, say this, but I would actually never do that. I would just, if I was gonna make a video about someone, I would talk to them first. Oh shit, let me catch up really quick. Yo, Mellow Maximus with the 5 gifted Twitch subs. Thank you so much, man. Holy shit. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. Wow. You're awesome, brother. Thank you. Oh, and an additional, he also subbed with his own Prime. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, my man. Holy. W's in the chat from Mellow Maximus, guys. Holy, what a beast. Vinny doesn't read YouTube chat, does he? Only Twitch? No, no, trust me. I read both. I try and read both as much as I can. Yo, what? Mateo, what are you doing? What are you doing in this chat, Mateo? Asking me about solar panels, bro. Asking me about my thoughts on solar panels. I'll have to get back to you on that one, brother. Just build an adaptation of your recent Essence Drain build? Sorta. I wouldn't say it's really an adaptation. It's more a, it's more like a complete overhaul. It's still a Lich, but big overhaul. I have a legitimate concern? Surely not. If you have an actual concern about the solar panels, I'll talk to you about it off stream if you're like curious about my thoughts on it. Generally my thoughts on solar panel is like, for example, if someone's trying to sell you solar panels, say no. Like, say no unless you thoroughly read through the contract and you have every reason to believe that the contract is like 100% like you understand it completely. And for those of you that are probably confused right now, my previous job, I was a billing analyst at a solar panel company. This guy, DatMexican23, one of my IRL best friends. If someone talks badly about you, you know that you're on the right path. That's kind of true, yeah. That is fair. You're not gonna win without making some people mad. The gig is up. Vinny is here to sell us into his solar panel pyramid. True. Yeah, everyone, new video coming out tomorrow. Just make sure to click the link in the description. Don't read it. Don't worry about where it takes you. Just click the link in the description. Sign on the dotted line. It's all going to be okay. Just sign the dotted line. Everything's going to be good. Don't even worry about it, chat. Sign the dotted line. I still haven't recovered. Vinny still has my children as collateral. Haven't seen them in months. All right. Now I'm gonna get swatted. On my way to the jail next to YouTube short. Yes, that Mexican has seen me without the glove on many times. The rare ungloved Vinny. It's a rare sight. Let's go do this blooming field. Oof. Some of these last juicy maps are like also really nasty. Lower recovery rate or temp chains. Pick your poison basically at this point. Pick your poison. Ew, the recovery rate. My energy shield goes back up so slow. With 300 energy shield recharge per second, we're gonna have to take this map a tiny bit slow. My character's stuck.
Your swamp fiends won't help you.
Yo, the bugs, like, I swear, these little bugs, sometimes they just don't take damage from my whirling slash. I have to be like, it's like some height-related bug. If they're like on a different height from me, they don't take damage since they're flying in the sky. It's literally just OP, unfair. I can't beat that. Build sucks. Okay, what do we got going on here? Got quantity of logbooks. Oh my goodness, this is kind of a juicy one. Are you kidding? I can't get that remnant in there? Oh, no way, man. Bink. Bonk. Bam. Pop. I really wanted to get this, but I don't think I can. Boom. Yeah, I appreciate that, Mighty Mikey. I'm glad to hear I've been able to help you out, my man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I picked a bad remnant, didn't I? Are they immune to chaos? Oh my goodness, they're immune to chaos. I cooked myself. Alright, well, I'll see you guys later. We're not doing that. Adios, fellas. Monsters are immune to chaos equals go next. I didn't pay attention. That's on me. Just go ahead and spin our way right on out of there. Yo, Scuba 4 Par with the 5 gifted subs. Holy crap, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, my man. Damn, you guys are very generous today. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate all of you, every single one of you. Thank you, man. W's in the chat for Scuba. W's in the chat for Scuba and Mellow Maximus. Let's get a couple. Appreciate you, fellas. Are you cooking a video for this build? Yes, sir. I will be cooking up a video for this build.
No.
Okay, Little Bird told me that Roneray denies any type of shit talking against Vinny, and all he said was the thumbnail looked clickbaity, no deeper. Bro, what do you think the point of a thumbnail is? No offense, not you, Jack Sparrow, just to be clear, but like, well, like what? Like, thank you for the compliment. I guess I know for sure that that's not all he said. Just from my informant's research, I can say I don't think my informant would say that he like went off on me and like really hard shit talked to me if it wasn't the case. But
Yes.
I mean, like the whole point of a thumbnail is to convince people to click the video. So of course, like, you want it to be clickbaity. Like, I don't know. Who? Oh. Apparently now he's talking about me again, maybe. Holy shit, that is a nice helmet. Whoever's linking this to me, this is pretty insane. The max life could maybe be something different, but that is a pretty massive W helmet. He's not talking shit, he was just explaining what he said. I mean, yeah, I don't know what he's doing right now, but my informant, according to my informant from earlier in the day, it was less of just an explanation. You guys should get in a call. You're both just live talking about each other, Lamau. I mean, I honestly don't really know what there is to talk about, but I wouldn't actually be opposed to it. Like, I'm always game for a professional discussion, or let me rephrase that. And like, that Mexican in chat can actually verify this. Like, I love to just debate, and like, not even in like a super competitive way, but more of just like, I like to have like discussions where people kind of, you know, try to get their points across, like really lay out their thoughts and opinions and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm always more game for something like that than someone, you know, publicly dragging me or whatever. But hey man, I got less than 200x, brand new level 65 Lich. Want to do a powerful minion build, but any Rex? I have an Amazon and Smith, so looking to mix the place out to be OP, but laid back lol. The only thing I could recommend for a Lich minion build, I haven't tried it. I've just seen a couple of like 15-second showcases on bosses and stuff. And Storm Mages seems really, really good for minions from what I've seen. Like I said, I haven't tried it. Don't have a build guide on it or anything like that. Bro, the bugs won't die. Evil bugs. When's this build guide coming out? Hopefully within the next 1 to 2 days. People talk about other people. It's just life. Social media records everything with eyes on you every second. Over dramatic, such out of proportion and context perspectives will always happen. I mean, that's true, but I will say, like, my informant, I have every reason to believe that they weren't, like, blowing it massively out of proportion whenever they said, you know, an hour ago. Like, how long ago was it? Or whatever? Like, an hour ago or whatever? But... okay, yeah. Honestly, yeah. I agree with what you guys are saying there. It really doesn't matter. I mean, if at the end of the day, what he's saying now is that no shit talk or whatever, then it is what it is. I mean, I still... you know, I don't know. I'm still going to go look and see what he said after stream and just get my, you know, formulate my own opinion on it. But yeah, I don't disagree with you guys. I agree. It doesn't need to be dragged on. The longer people keep talking about it, the more it's going to stay relevant. If neither me or Ronare were still talking about it right now, probably most people would have forgotten. He seems to have backpedaled. Yeah, that seems to be the more likely scenario to me, if you ask me. Based on my informant's investigation, seems like the initial perspective or the initial opinion that was given to his audience was quite aggressive. Say that. How does it feel to have a fully developed brain now? Let's not be so quick to assume that my brain is fully developed, Mateo. Just because I'm 25, I don't know if I'd go that far. Might still be missing a couple key screws to the puzzle, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Alright, rip. Unfortunately, we are out of, like, giga juicy maps, but we still have just, like, regular juicy maps to do still. Let's go ahead and do this Viridian Wildwood, actually. Just get this out the way. I think we'll just do, like, a regular rarity map for it. Yeah, true. I made the monsters in my map, or in my little thing, I just made them immune to chaos damage, and my build only does chaos damage. So definitely we're still missing a couple key parts to the noggin. Certainly missing a couple parts. Oh, let's go ahead and get the music back going really quick. Music playing on Twitch. If you guys want to listen in, jam out with me on the music, feel free. Has anyone had this issue or know why I only have 38 out of 40 Atlas points and I'm not getting any from Nexus? You might need to do, I don't know. Yeah, maybe Arbiter, like Devoured said. I know there are other people that have had that same issue. I was stuck at 38 out of 40 for a while, but I just needed to do a 5th unique map and then I got my points, but it took forever to find the 5th unique map. It's so crazy going from 60% delirious maps to 0% delirious maps. Like, everything just actually evaporates in 1 second. What am I supposed to be doing in this map, by the way? I don't even understand. I forgot how this map works. Aren't there like little loot boxes somewhere I'm supposed to be getting? I'm dreaming. Oh. Map completed. Okay, well, I don't feel like I got basically anything from that map. But did I do something wrong? Like, was I supposed to be... I could have sworn there were like loot boxes or something I was supposed to get in this map. Oh, whatever. I'm going home. Look for omen chests? That's what I... Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, it's like little omen loot boxes, but I feel like I didn't see any. Like, I just, like, zoomed through this map and didn't find a single one. Unless I just, like, went by them and just didn't click them. Ah, whatever. We're going home. Any of y'all want to see a boss demonstration with the build? After this map, I can do a little tier 4 King in the Mist, maybe just to demonstrate it really quick. Putting out a guide for this build? Yes, sir. I will, in fact, be putting a guide out for this build. Hopefully within the next 1 to 2 days. Okay, and we're back to the 60% Delirious maps. Yummy difficulty. Dropped 3 whittling from 1 map yesterday? Holy shit, are you... So what, you're rich now, or what? Don't those go for, like, multiple div each, the whittling, or am I tripping? I'll escape my fate. Like 5 div each? Sheesh. Man's is rich. Bezos. Okay, number of rare monsters. Okay, no immune to chaos. Check this out, chat. No immune to chaos. Okay. We're gonna go here, here. Leave me alone, mobs. And then now, oh wait, whoops. Here. Go back up here.
Itching for me
Here.
to lose another limb, are ya?
Okay, yeah, this might be a juicy expedition, maybe. I need to get my expedition points really bad. I actually might do some logbooks after this. I keep telling myself, like, yo, you gotta do your expedition points. It'll make your future expeditions better, yada yada. It'll just make sense, and then I just always put it off. I just never go do the logbooks because I'm so lazy. Or I'm like so lazy to do the logbooks anyways. But I might finally go do him. Okay, yeah, that was not a juicy expedition. I was completely mistaken. Angels let it burn. Bro, do logbook, choose Lush Isle, and go to the outskirts where you break the fence to get to the statues. They drop a loot, currency loot. What do you mean choose Lush Isle? Like, can you choose different places for your expedition logbooks? I think I've legit only ever done 2 logbooks in POE 2. Like, that's how much I've put them off. Because I definitely didn't really do them last league. Or, like, I didn't get my points last league. I think I did 2. Wait, really, Optics? Just load up the logbook, look for the boss spawn, rinse, repeat, takes 5 minutes. Wait, so you don't have to do... Like, you don't actually have to do the map. You can just load it up, and if the boss is there, kill the boss. If not, move on. I assumed the boss would have spawned, like, after the map. That's good to know. Okay, well, so yeah, we're definitely going to get our points after this. Holy shit. The more you know. Today I learned. I guess that's what I get for not just, like, trying it more. Giving it more of a chance. But, oh well. Good thing I've been saving up a couple logbooks in my stash, so I can just go run them right after this. They give you 2 places to choose from. I see. Interesting. You choose between 2. Okay, I'll have to look at that really quick after this map. I feel like I don't remember choosing before when I did my logbook. Maybe that's because it was like my first one or something. Where are the last rares? Yeah, it has to be level item level 79 plus. Gotcha. Okay. Oh shit! I have no good checkpoint to go to. GG. Ah, there's a boss node. I see. That makes sense. Don't go away, Wisp. I'm coming back. Wait. Chill there for a second, Wisp. Let me pick up these items. No, man. Come on, man. You really had to break on me that easy? I just wanted to pick up my loot before we go on an adventure, man. Come on. Stupid ass Wisps, bro. Let me just pick up my goods before we go on an adventure across the map to the last rare. You're not everything I want. I'm running away. Can't say I'm sorry.
Death, take you. I think not.
Alrighty. Wait. Okay. Alright, let's go do our logbooks, see if we can get some Olroth points. And then, yeah. That's the current plan. Yo, SJ. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, my man. And no, I will not sing louder. You guys not hearing me is all part of the plan. That didn't open? It didn't? Wait, I could have... I thought so. That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, did this... Oh, wait, no, it did open. Okay, yeah, it did open now. Wait, did it? No, it didn't. Son of a gun. Huh. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Thank you, Devoured. Man, it's another shit one, though. How much are these worth? Like, is it worth me doing anything with this if it rolls bad crit as a base, or is it just like a delete angle? I'm assuming it's like a delete angle, but... I guess it's still worth voling, I suppose, but like, I mean, yeah, I guess it is still worth voling, right? Wait. Yeah, I mean, 21 crit worth 20 div, but there's no way I can get 21 crit, right? From 12 base. Because can't this only... I need to do some research on like the whole intricacies of voling and divining and everything, because I didn't get enough of that from POE 1. But isn't it like, oh, it divines it before it corrupts? That's right. That's right. That's right. I forget. That's the part I always forget, is that it divines before it corrupts. Oh, I almost did that wrong. Okay, 1 second, Grissy. And so specifically, you know, this might make me look like a noob, like a POE 1 noob at least, but if it does, I don't care. I'm here to learn, or, you know, I'm always willing to learn. So it divines before it vols. Does it always divine? Because there's times where you slam a corruption and nothing changes. Does it, or is it only divines before it vols if the vol hits? Like if the vol like hits the critical hit chance to go up by 10 to 20% or whatever, is that when it also divines, or? Okay, I see. All right, let's grab the omen then. Well, let's see how much the omens are, if it seems worth. That's probably worth. Even if it's not, it helps to just do it to learn, probably. Okay, so omen, vol. It went down. Okay, it went down. Wow, they both went down. Well, I guess presumably neither of these actually hit the right vol. That was probably just a divine effect, I'm assuming, right? Like the divine effect is what dropped the critical hit chance. Maybe you guys can confirm on that, but or maybe there's no way to tell. Like maybe there's no way to tell if that was the divine effect or that was the vol effect. Maybe it was both, perhaps, I don't know. Ooh, banger. Bang. Bang. That's a good one. That's the juicy. That's regular rarity. Oops. Regular rarity. It's another decent one. And just regular rarity. Okay. Okay, let's set these aside because we're gonna go do our logbooks. But I'm just prepping a couple more juicers. You forgot to log into the streamer client? True. Before you do boss, go to the Lush Isle and open statues on outskirts. Okay, let's see if I can figure out what you're talking about here. So we happen to have a nice little set of 6 logbooks going right here. Okay, so I come over to this guy. Which guy is it? This guy? This guy. Show expedition map. Oh, I see. The choices are on the thingamabobber. I see. Are any of these prefix suffix things like good? Are any of them like increased logbooks or something? Looks like it's just a bunch of quantity of artifacts, which is kind of poop. I guess number of runic monster markers and monster markers is probably decent. If you're actually trying to farm logbooks, that is anyways. I don't know if there's any value in that or if anybody actually does that or not, but... Okay, so you're saying... Oh, I do remember this. I do remember this actually, and clicking one, but I think I just clicked one at random. Okay, so I'm supposed to go. Holy shit, I got spit in my mouth. Okay, I'm supposed to go Lush Isle, supposedly. Alright, so let's go Lush Isle. Oh, I was about to say, why did I get 6 portals? But that's right. Oh, can't get logbooks from logbook maps. Oh, okay, that's good to know. That is good to know. Okay, so now where am I supposed to go, Devoured? You said go to the outskirts where you, like, break through the fence. Oh, what do you mean by that, Devoured? Do I need to, like, do something with bombs, or do I just need to, like, find the right spot? North. Okay, has statue inside at north. Okay. Let's go check north. Okay, not here. Maybe here? That looks kind of suspicious. Looks like that could be something. There's an Olroth in the east. Oh, yeah, there we go. I see. I'm assuming that's the boss. Let's go. Okay. Okay, so here's the statue. Okay, so how do I get through here? Do I have to... Do I explode it? You put an explosive touching the gate. Okay, I see. Okay, alright. And so then for this thing, the Olroth, I'm assuming I need to also explode this, right? Just gonna come look at it. Yeah, this looks like I need to explode it as well. Probably right there. Okay, alright, well. I'm gonna pray for the people that actually do logbooks. Like, this shit looks so complicated, it's not even funny. I imagine it's probably not that complicated, but it's like, how do you know where to go, man? Like, how do you know which direction to go? But I guess I'm gonna go... What is this? That's weapons, it looks like. Okay, I see. So, weapons, armor. This icon is artifacts, I assume? That's probably like artifact chest. Or excavated chest. Okay, and then what is... Okay, then that's remnants. Okay, alright, so I think I got an idea. Just a bigger version of Expedition. I mean, yeah, that is true, but it's like... For some reason, it's just weird. My brain gets so caught up in like the fact that I can go any direction and just like make this crazy combination that I just like am so slow to actually choose. But I guess I'm gonna go... Actually, wait, no, I'm gonna do something slightly weird. Oh wait, I can't put this shit far at all. What the fuck? I have no range on this. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do then. I am gonna start over here. I'm losing all my mana flasks. Let me go recoup at the well really quick. Ooh. Actually, wait, I'm gonna not do that. All right, so let's start with this, and then we're gonna come this way. Quantity of items found in excavated chest. Rarity of items. Yeah, let me make sure I don't make monsters immune to chaos. Okay, and then I want to come get that currency thing. I want the pack size. I'm probably gonna have to skip some of these. 20% increased quantity of items, sure. And then I need to go like here, and then now I just need to use these next 11 to get all the way to the boss. So like here. Monsters do not grant flask charges when slain. That actually sounds kind of bad. On second thought, maybe we don't get that. Immune to fire damage. I think we can technically do immune to fire damage, but I haven't tried it, so let's not try it now. Right. Oh, wait, there's another statue. Wait, I thought there was only one. Good call on that, AU Daddy. Good call, good call. I would have definitely gone by that if not for your message. Let's go here. Here. Little, like, breach ring? Is that what that is? A breach ring? And then what? I guess I just end it off with the boss, probably. Alright. Just gonna quickly run back through my path and double check that I didn't select any, like, terrible remnants. I don't think that one's... Yeah, that one's not hitting that one, so we should be good. We didn't get that, so we should be good. Penetrate fire res is fine. Armor break is whatever. Heli res is fine. Curse on hit is fine. We didn't even get that one. Fizz damage is fine. Extra damage, extra damage. Blah. Fire, lightning. Okay, yeah, we're perfect. We're golden. Golden crispy. Actually, I thought about it a little bit more. I think the reason why my brain gets funky with Expedition logbooks is I'm super nitpicky about trying to be like as efficient as possible or like picking the best route. But I think that's like probably impossible with logbooks because there's so many routes, it would take you forever to try and find like the best one, and you're probably a lot better off just kind of like sending it and like, you know, trying to pick a good route, but not hyper focusing on picking the best route. Hey, that's not bad. Can you, does anybody know, can you scale Expedition logbooks? Like, do these points effective remnants in your maps? Is a logbook a map? Like, remnants in your maps is a logbook, does it count as a map? Like, do these points actually scale your Expedition logbook encounters as well, or no? I don't know if anybody knows that. If so, I could see Expedition logbooks actually being kind of fun. I'd assume so. Haven't checked, but it would make sense. Yeah, it makes sense to me, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like, you know, knowing POE. Like, I know for sure it's got to be one or the other. And you would think it would affect, but it's like, you never know. Let's throw on our boss spear since Olroth should be popping up soon, right? Oh, is he going to be downstairs? Okay, I see. But he's not actually in my map. He's like on in a different little area or whatever. Oh yeah, missed statue. Good point. You're right, you're right. Let me go back and grab that. Oh, we're so much slower with this spear. Hey, that's not bad. Like, aren't logbooks like 10x salted each? I definitely made more than that from this run. Oh, wait, let me put my... Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, this would have been terrible. If the boss fight started instantly, I would have been cooked. Wait, one sec, chat. Okay, I'm back. It's actually my first time fighting Olroth as a Sky Hard. I bet. It's T0. I mean, that's true. It is T0. I mean, yeah, T0 is obviously going to be easy, but you never know. There could be like a one-shot mechanic or something. Lots of freezing. Maybe we could throw on a freeze charm for farming him really quick. Got one sitting in my stash for situations just like this. Really can't like portal out of here. I have to go back outside the portal. Oh no, I can. I have to move out of the boss arena. I see. I don't think I left anything in the map really, so should be fine.
Go
on. Okay, points. So I think what I'm gonna do is bank and then bam. Seems to make the most sense to me. I know a lot of people go for this, but I don't actually mind doing expeditions, like placing the little thingamabobbers, so I'm not gonna go for that.
That triumph. The landmarks described in this logbook don't match anything particularly. No.
Hello there.
As a casual player, should I play this league or wait for release? If you're like a casual player, I wouldn't say wait for release because I think the game's fun right now. But you could maybe wait till the next league launch. Like we are a little bit of a ways into this league now. We're like over a month into the league. So like obviously a lot of the hype has died down and stuff, but yeah. Okay, let's see. So we got statue here, statue here. No Olroth this time, but what is this? What's this thingy? This looks like something. I mean, that's obviously something, so we're gonna go check that out. Got currency, 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 currency. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe like bank, bump, bam, down here is the strat. Can this shit get off my screen? I can't even see this little armor marker. It's like hidden by the tree. I know that's right. I want to get this thingy, whatever it is. Okay, that gets it. Now we come up here, grab that. Then we come this way. We're gonna sneak through here, grab these. I don't know what this is, but that looks like something. Grab. That grabs the gate. Nice. No, we kind of ran out of explosives. Hold on.
I need more time.
That's gonna wake the dead.
Okay, I can get one of the currency things down here. I can't get both of them without like redoing a large chunk of my chain, so we'll just go with this. Those are sitting underground layers. They have white chests with some mobs. Gotcha. Okay, I see. Okay.
I can create better.
Let's do this underground layer thing really quick before we move on. Oh, that was not great. One whole exalted orb.
Death, take you.
Oh, a little divine. Love that. Love that. Yeah, it's not bad. Not terrible. I'll take a divine. Yo, nice, Mellow Maximus. I'm glad to hear it, brother. 5 div in 2 hours is nothing to scoff at whatsoever.
Hail. The landmarks described in this logbook don't...
Actually, I'm gonna wait to do my other Lush Isle ones until I get more points, maybe.
The landmarks described in this logbook don't match anything particularly notable in our current maps. The terrain has changed too much.
What's this build? It is a whirling slash ignite lich build. Oh, we got Olroth again. Let's go. Okay, so currency 1, 2, 3. There's 3 currency markers. Okay. Okay. Let's go down, I think. Let's grab some of these remnants. Right, yeah. Yeah. Do you have build guide? Not for this one yet, unfortunately. I do have a POB planner for it if you want the POB planner, but I don't have a guide yet. The POB planner, you can just type !POB and you will get it. Oh, I think I could have maybe done this better. I think I should get...
Not yet.
What is this, by the way? Wait, I just realized this looks like something unique. So I should probably grab... Wait, how bad did I mess this up? I don't even know.
I need more time.
Where's my last link, man? Okay, just put this one as far up over here as possible. Can we reach all the way? No, we can't. Okay, it's gonna be... It's a messed up chain. It is what it is. We broke it. Okay, that seems decent. Are you making a YouTube video of the build? Yes, I will be. The guide, or the full like build guide, should hopefully be out within the next day or two. If only like these artifacts were worth literally anything. But unfortunately, they're actually worth just nothing. Yeah, those little currency chests aren't too bad, actually. Chaos Orb certainly doesn't hurt. Okay, that one just gave me an Alchemy Orb. That's pretty nasty. That's pretty bad. Okay, that one just gave me an Exalted Orb too. That was pretty sad as well. Rest in peace. Good gameplay, love the build. What is the point of using the 10 div diamond to get some more speed? Could you explain, please? Thank you. Yeah, if you're talking about the From Nothing diamond for Dance with Death, my plan, I haven't tried it yet, can't confirm it's going to be the best, but I have like looked extensively at the passive tree and POB for this build, trying to figure out what I think would be the best. And the idea is if you get a From Nothing diamond with Dance with Death, that for the amulet, we could anoint the 16% increased attack speed here, and then we could take the 10% skill speed here, the 10% attack speed here, the 3%, 3%, 3%, and then 3%, 3%. So basically, this is like just a huge chunk of attack and skill speed, which would significantly improve the speed of the build overall. Because effectively, attack speed or your attack rate, so your attacks per second with Whirling Slash is how you scale your speed with this build. Also, something that's actually really nice about this build too is it has a lot of room for rarity of items found. Whenever I've got my regular helmet and amulet on, I have over 100% increased rarity of items found, which is actually super nice. Yeah, Florian. As always, with every build guide I do, there's going to be a max roll. There's going to be every planner under the sun, max roll, mobalytics, POB, trade links, everything. And the full guide with the video, all of that will come within the next day or two, hopefully. I forgot to get a freeze charm, but I'm sure we'll probably be okay. Oh yeah, he's doing some crazy shit right now. I don't know what's going on. How do you have acceleration allocated? I just have it allocated on my amulet. On my regular amulet, I have acceleration. On my fire flower, I have burn away. And you do want 2 separate allocations as far as I can tell.
Go on.
Welcome. Hail. This is quietly disturbing, but logbooks written by the Druid Remembrances often describe.
Hello there.
Damn. Yeah, we got another Olroth. Holy hell. The Olroth percentage is super high. Okay, so we got 1 currency, 2 currency, 3 currency. So we probably want to go this way. On the top side of on the top left side of the Expedition Atlas, there's a keynote. Oh yeah, I will be getting that with Florian. My plan is to get these for my next 4 points right here. Monsters are immune to chaos and fire. I think we're gonna have to politely skip on that. Immune to fire damage. Yeah, I still don't think we can do that. Really don't know. I need to test that at some point, see if I can do immune to fire damage, because I might honestly be able to. Sure, that seems decent enough. Italy. How the hell do you have 14k ES? The power of the Lich. I guess just my passive tree setup in combination with my gear. Like, it's another nice thing, and in the same regard, the way that we have a lot of room for rarity of items found, we also have a lot of room for energy shield in this build as well. Like, it's like weird, you do and you don't need a lot of different stats to make this build work. It's kind of complicated how it ends up all coming together, but you end up being able to get a lot of energy shield on all your pieces. So for example, like my focus, this is something that very few people, like very few builds can do, but this focus is like pure energy shield. Like it's a 500 ES focus. And that's pretty much the only thing I care about on it is the energy shield and the increased energy shield recharge rate. So it's just a bunch of stuff like that. Like if I take off this focus, I go all the way down to 11.3k. We also have just like energy shield in almost every single jewel slot. 19%, 16%, 17%. 19%, 15%. I mean, we've just got it basically everywhere. What about ring and need more fire damage? Yeah, so fire damage on the ring is good. I don't know if you're talking about this ring or this ring, but yeah, this ring, we need this because we need the fire damage from the ignite to convert to chaos, because we don't have like there's no reasonable way for us to get fire penetration or like reduce the fire resistance of the enemies. Thankfully, most enemies have 0 chaos res, so it's very easy for us to deal with it that way. And then on top of that, we're running Blasphemy with Despair, so they have even lower chaos res, like they're below 0. But yeah, this ring is crucial, because if our Ignite actually did fire damage, the build would suck, because we don't, at least in its current state, like we would need to get a lot of fire penetration for the build to actually still do damage. So converting it over to cold, like completely just, or converting it to chaos, solves that problem for us completely.
Another corpse to serve.
Wow. That's a lot of item level 81 rares. I should probably pick these up, actually. Or magic items, I mean. Ooh, there we go. It's not bad. Ball pedestal. Okay, well, inscribed ultimatum action. Sure, sure. Yo, anybody need some order artifacts? I got them things on deck. Wow, that one freaking thing gave me 1 augment orb. Are we serious? What is acceleration doing? It's on the amulet. The acceleration is giving me more skill speed, which translates to attack rate for my whirling slash, which ultimately translates into more movement speed effectively. The quicker I can cast whirling slash, the quicker I can like zoom around. Which the skill speed from acceleration obviously helps us with that. No, man. My Incinerate got stunned. Uh-oh. We might be cooked on the Smuggler's Den. I don't know if we can do this. I'm just gonna roll through and grab the loot. Alright, don't mind me. Let me get through here, guys. Alright, I'll see y'all later. You also bring a leveling guide for this? I think I might ask a friend to carry me through the campaign anyway. I mean, I'm not planning on making a leveling guide for it. If I had to level up a character for it again, I would either just level as a Chaos.Lich, or I would level with like one of the leveling builds that revolve on, or rely on Rake plus Stomping Ground. And then I would just switch to this in the end game. I don't think it's going to be like, I don't think it would be easy to level with this during the campaign, if I'm being honest. I don't think you'd have enough points to like make it work. Might be possible, but I certainly wouldn't have the slightest clue really on like how to go about that at the moment. Actually, I'm gonna grab a freeze charm really quick just to be safe. If someone says you cooked, usually they mean it in like a good way, I would say. I don't think they're usually omitting the R part of it, if that makes sense. Please do a guide for this build. I will. Can you tell a price for that build? Or guide should be coming in the next day or two. And can you tell a price for that build? The guide that I'm gonna make on it is hopefully gonna land the budget somewhere around 5 to 15 div, hopefully. How's this build's bossing? Quite good, but you can see it in action here in just a second. This is a +2 difficulty Olroth that we're about to do, so you can get a slight idea of the bossing capability really quick. It's not like a T4 pinnacle, but the build does do T4 pinnacles just fine. The boss damage ramps up though, because it ramps up with our stacks of withered, which do take a second to apply. Also, I'm not using the bossing setup right now. I'm using like my mapping passive tree. I can actually do a decent chunk more boss damage if I switch my passives around a little bit. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Actually, I'll go ahead and quickly show a T4 King in the Mist really quick for anybody that's curious. Stream isn't going to be going for too much longer. The Dallas Stars are playing in the playoffs right now. I'm going to be making sure I catch that game tonight. But just in advance of that, we can go ahead and do a T4 King in the Mist, show you guys how the boss DPS is coming along. Okay. So there's a lot more you can do with the passives to make the build better for bossing, but the easiest thing that I like to do if I'm going to do like a T4 pinnacle is I just take off these 5 points right here, which give me like extra attack speed, aka more efficiency in maps, and I just swap them over for these 5 points right here, which are giving me increased effective withered, which is a massive boost to our single target DPS. Assuming we can stack up our withered, which obviously we can. It just takes us like 5 seconds or something for it to fully stack up. Alright, go ahead and drop our burning ground. Pick it up. Put back on our regular helmet and amulet. And we are good to go. And now I'm pretty sure... Oh, damn. I was going to say, I think I could just completely AFK. And I would be fine. I would lose some boss DPS if I AFK. But I think I could just AFK and the boss would die. Like... You're gonna, man, don't push me out of my freaking swirl, bro. I mean, yeah, I can basically just AFK and do the damn boss. If the boss didn't move, I could AFK and do it. Alright, where are we going? Where the hell is this shit? Uh-oh, I don't like this. This looks like a terrible layout for the maze. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dear God, help me. Where's home? Here we go. Oh, there we go. Swap back over to our helmet amulet. Drop our ignite. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad. We have room to scale the damage a lot further, though. It just starts to get a little bit expensive, so I want to make like
It's about time.
I want to make the first build guide for it basically 1-to-1 with what my current setup is, because my current setup's actually not that expensive. Like, it is probably 5 to 15 div, but I can, like, we have room to scale the damage at, like, legitimately probably 3x as high, but it is going to cost some currency. But if we can get like a +6 fire flower, a couple of the easiest options are, one, we get a +4 fire skills buckler right here for our second weapon set. Get a +6, which this would be about like 8 div. So that's 1 extra fire skill level, which will be a lot of damage, to be clear, because at this point, like, we are... This is kind of nerdy math stuff, to be clear, so if you're not that interested, sorry, but the curve... Let's pull up paint. The, if this is skill levels and this is damage, the curve is basically like this. It's like a super exponential curve. And like it starts to get really crazy around like 31 or 32 levels for the damage. And so we're already at the point where our Incinerate's level 33. We have room to get level 34 from the buckler, from 1 extra level. Then we have room to go up to 36 from the amulet, which is 2 extra levels. And then we have room to get 3 more levels from a Prism of Belief Incinerate jewel, which the Fire Flower and the jewel are obviously very expensive. They're like 40 div each, probably. So those are very expensive. The buckler is not that expensive, but... And there's other ways we can improve the damage as well, but like those are the big ways. Like if you do those things, like you'll be killing bosses incredibly fast. In addition to that, there's ways we could adapt the passive tree a fair bit to get a bunch of extra damage as well, but I don't know. I've always been like a huge fan of builds that are like all around. Like I'm not a huge fan of getting to the end game and having like, oh, like I want to go do some maps, let me hop on this character, or I want to go farm some bosses, let me hop on that character, or I want to go do simulacrum, let me hop on the third character. Like I don't really, sometimes I kind of mess around with that, but it's not really my preferred. I always have like maybe even a bad habit. It might be to a fault of trying to make every build I play like able to do everything. Because when I am playing a build and I really enjoy it, I never want to be in a position where it's like, oh, I just can't go do that content because my build just sucks at it. So I kind of built this to be like really good all around. It is better at maps though. But it's still just insanely good at bosses because you can't die. It just doesn't kill them in 5 seconds. It takes like 20, 30 seconds. We can go do a Zest really quick too. Zest is a little bit slower or a little bit harder. 'Cause he's got more, not more total HP, but he's got more HP in like one phase. But it's still not bad. Can you explain how you're assigning certain passives to your second weapon set? This confused me. I'm trying to run your Essence Contagion Lich. You have to, like, when you assign... Oh, man, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but... It's basically, like, these points right here, these are assigned to my weapon set 2. So when I assigned these 5 points, it automatically meant that I could assign 5 points for the other weapon set. So, like, these 5 points are also these 5 points. But these 5 points I get active while I'm on weapon set 1, which is what I'm on right now. If I go over to weapon set 2, now these points are active. So every one weapon set, for every point that you use for weapon set 1, you have to use 1 for weapon set 2 as well. So you can, in theory, have 24, which is what we have. We have 24 total passive points allocated to weapon set 2, and then also 24 allocated to weapon set 1. It's a bit complicated, but you basically just have to play around with it a lot, and eventually it starts to feel a little bit easier to understand, or a little bit more intuitive, I suppose. Yeah, I completely agree, Catcher Freeman. I don't actually think the builds that kill bosses in like 1 second are like I don't actually think those are fun. Like, I don't know. It's like fun, I guess, to be able to like farm a bunch of currency really fast. But yeah, I don't know. It just like, it doesn't feel the same, that's for sure. Alright, this beginning part of Breach can actually be a little annoying for this build because we don't do damage to enemies that are on like a different height than us. So sometimes we get cooked. Like that guy, he like took forever to die because we were on a slightly different like sea level than him apparently. The freaking sea level nerf. Okay, now the rest of it is perfectly fine. We can just go sit at the front and just face tank everything and have no issues. What am I stuck on? Yo, man, stop getting stuck. You're pissing me off. Yo, what are we stuck on? There's like invisible walls everywhere. Holy Lord have mercy. Why does that feel like way more catalyst than usual?
A gift from fate.
Okay, there we go. Alright, now for the boss, all we do is just swap over our spear really quick. For anybody that's curious, this spear, basically just massive attack speed, good for maps. this spear, the important part here is the aggravating any bleeding with this weapon also aggravates all ignites on the target. You have 40% chance to aggravate bleeding on hits. That does have a range though, so you want to try and make sure that it is 40%. And then it also gives us chance to cause bleeding on hit, and then we also have chance to cause bleeding on hit with our support gem lacerate. So basically this spear just makes our ignites do a ton of extra damage.
We that dreamed, we in nightmare, we that are one. Fate belies truth.
Ow.
The red ire blooms, she of storming cruelty.
I can tank this, right? Yeah, that does nothing. Wow, that did actually no damage.
We watch,
I think I can tank the hand too, right?
we dream,
Yeah.
we split the thread of reality's coiling lies. We call, we command. We that fail.
Hey. Hey. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad if you ask me. Not bad. Yoink. Oh wait, I don't have any space. But yeah, probably the most comfortable build I've ever played. I mean, it feels nearly impossible to die, and it's also got really good damage, and it's really good at maps. You know, honestly, it's a super fun build. It's like, actually, compared to Lightning Spear, I think I actually do like this build more than Lightning Spear. Strictly because of how tanky it is. Or maybe not strictly, but that's like the main reason I actually think I prefer it over Lightning Spear, to be honest. Oi, oi, oi. Can you AFK Simulacrum with this build? Let's try it. Lucky for us, we just happen to have 6 full simulacrums sitting in our stash from the last like 5 maps. No big deal. No big deal. We'll do 1 simulacrum. Problem is, I know for sure, like, I'm almost positive we can't do a full +4 simulacrum. I know for sure we can do +2. +3 I'm not positive about, so let's try +3.
Must keep.
What is it?
I think +3 is going to be hard, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't think the build can do +3, but we'll give it a whirl. If it can't do +3 right now, it will be able to do +3 with some upgrades, but we're gonna give her hell. Let me make sure. Is there anything I can do for my passives to like help with this? Eventually, I want to try and get some spirit somewhere on my chest piece or my amulet so I could allocate Whispers of Doom, and then I could run temp chains in my blasphemy, or in my blasphemy, and I think that would actually help. I think for now I might just run temp chains regardless though. I might just drop despair for the thingamabobber. Just try temp chains. I think this might be better. Okay. And then I think we want our high damage spear. I don't know. If you can't tell, I haven't tested the build in Simulacrum much. I've only done like 1 or 2 sims. So this is gonna be kind of a first for me in some regard. I'm figuring things out as we go along. I think what we want is this, though. I think we want our high damage spear. We don't need as much movement speed. We do kind of want the boss damage setup stuff right here. Similarly, we don't need the attack speed from down here, probably. Although I could see some value in just like being faster than the sim mobs. Maybe that'd be actually the play. Actually, wait, no, this spear is probably better. I don't, yeah, hold on, let's try this. Okay, we're just gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens.
Against so many horrors and survive. I think it's time to at last test your limits.
Oh, why is that guy? Oh, I was about to say, why is that guy taking no damage? But actually, someone asked if I can AFK. So let me just try an AFK. Just see what happens. I can already say for sure I can't AFK because of the ranged ones, which kind of sucks. If I, well, hold on. Technically, I think I could. Certainly it's possible. I could juice the AoE to the point where it hits the entire arena. I could do that. And if I did that, I wouldn't have to worry about the ranged mobs. So it might be possible. Let's just try like a pseudo AFK. Like I'll try and just AFK, but I'll kill the ranged mobs whenever they spawn. So like there's one over there. I'll kill these guys. Then we'll just come back and kill that guy. Kind of like half AFK a little bit. Gotta kill that guy over there really quick. Kill homeboy down there. Just kind of sit here a little bit now. Just chill in the middle.
This is only the beginning.
Uh-oh, we have a problem. Okay, there we go. Wasn't letting me use my convalescence for a second. I mean, yeah, honestly, it's close. I mean, this is one below max difficulty. I mean, obviously, we have to see what happens on, like, the higher waves, but if we had enough AoE, it looks like it's, like, how do I phrase this? Based on what I'm gathering here, it looks like with the right amount of investment and the right setup, we 100% could find a way to full AFK T4 Simulacrum, I think. Glow chest for AFK with the Ultra Regen. Ultra Regen on stun. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, is that why the Gloam Gown is so valuable? Oh. That makes sense. I saw some people running that chest piece that you're talking about, Martin. The Gloam Gown. But I couldn't understand why, because it made your delay 8 seconds by default, which to me sounded terrible. But I can kind of understand now, because it's paired with Energy Barrier. So if you have that chest piece, and then you get stunned, you go back to full HP. Oh, shit. The only problem with that, though, is we have some stun threshold. Like, we might actually have too much stun threshold. Hold on, wait. I want to try this, though. Because, yeah, I understand now. That makes sense. So I actually want to try that in this Delirium really quick and see what happens. How expensive is this shit? What is it called? Is it Gloam Glow or is it Gloam Gown? Oh, yeah, Gloam Gown. It's cheap, right? Yeah, it's really cheap. Oh, and it comes with spirit, actually. That could be helpful. Wait, how much spirit do I need for what I'm thinking of here? So if I take mysticism out, I need 44 spirit, right? If I leave mysticism in, I need 60, but mysticism is actually pretty good. Yeah, energy barrier and whirling. Yeah, that's what I've got. And it makes sense. Mysticism is pretty good, but I could do... We're going to lose a lot of energy shield, though. Like, an unbelievable amount of energy shield for this. Also, actually, I don't know if we're going to have enough. I'm going to buy it because I just want to see, but I don't know if we're going to have enough, whatchamacallit, intelligence after this, because we are getting intelligence from our chess piece. We'll have to see. You build as low cost? Yeah, the build, I mean, it's not like super cheap, but the build guide that I'm going to make for it tomorrow is going to be, it's going to assume you're able to put together like a 5 to 15 div budget for the build. Oh, who? What do they need to do? Give me one sec, chat. The name of the right ring is, it's called Black Flame, I think. Yeah, Black Flame. Yeah, I have energy barrier on, Martin, or I've been using energy barrier, and yeah, it still feels strong. I kind of want to try it with the chess piece. So with the chess piece, we go all the way down to 10.6 or 10.4 KES. Let's go ahead and slap some iron runes in that bad boy. Okay, we're at 10.8K, but we have 13,800 energy shield recharge per second. So basically, if we get stunned, we just go back to full energy shield. So wait, this... Yeah, I'm gonna have to tinker with this off stream to like figure it out fully. Oh, let's not lose that. I need that. Right, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll probably have to tinker with this off stream to figure it out fully, but I feel something cooking here. There's potential to cook something here. First off, let's go ahead and, just for this setup, we're gonna remove that 1 point right there so we can socket Whispers of Doom. So that way now we can run like this. We've got Temp Chains, Despair, and Withering Presence all active at the same time. And I guess if we really wanted to, we could actually throw in Enfeeble instead of Despair, would maybe be okay as well. But like I said, we'll have to do some tinkering off stream. You can type !POB Stoned Jordan, and you can get like a current snapshot of all my stuff. The unique chest is for like face tank uber bosses. Yeah, that makes sense. But shouldn't it also? It should also be good for this, right, Martin? Like, in theory, unless I'm missing something, but in theory, shouldn't this kind of allow me to AFK farm Simulacrum? No intelligence. What's the intelligence issue? Or is it Dex? No. I'm low. Fuck. Yeah, my attributes are slightly off. I might be able to squeeze it. Let me try this.
Another strategy.
Does that fix it? Okay, we might be good now. I think we're good. No, I'm not getting stunned. I don't have a stone charm, but I just don't get stunned. No. I have too much stun threshold. Feels bad.
My power to wield.
How do I fix that? How do I make myself get stunned? I actually don't know if I can right now, because I think the reason why I'm not getting stunned is because of this. It shouldn't be missing Stone Jordan. If you go to the POB and then you go to items, up here at the top, you can swap it right here. And like they should, like all 4 of the weapons I use are here. It's just, here's what I use for my Incinerate, the 2 rares, and then the Sky Sliver I use for maps, and the Scytho's Spear I use for bosses. But you just have to swap this thing up at the top. Okay, yeah, we'll mess with this more off stream. It doesn't look like it's gonna work right now, because right now we're not getting stunned, so we have to like, well, maybe just for now, let me just try something. Let me just see if I take this jewel out. That's giving me a lot of stun threshold. Now I only have 12% of max ES as stun threshold, so maybe now I'll get stunned? Let's see. Let's try it.
Let yourself be drawn into the mire.
Oh yeah, there we go. I got stunned. Okay, it worked. I got stunned again. It's kind of working. Oh shit, it's kind of working. Wait. Wait, you need to be casting the whirling? Oh, wait, you have to be holding the whirling? Wait, really? I thought the whirling just had to be like spinning. So wait, let me try putting that jewel back on and see if that was just the difference maker. I just need to be holding down whirling slash or not. Oh yeah, that was the difference maker. Oh, this is broken. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, there I wasn't getting stunned enough. Okay, I might still have to keep the jewel unsocketed because I think I'm just not getting stunned quite enough with the jewel. It's kind of working though. So for anybody that's confused or like curious about like what is kind of going on right now, long story short, this chest piece, it has like a kiss curse effect where the kiss side of it, the good side, is you get 860% increased energy shield recharge rate, which is why my energy shield recharge per second is 13.4k. So basically we'll recharge our entire 10.5k energy shield pool in less than a second. The downside of it, though, is that your recharge delay becomes extremely long. So right now, the recharge delay is 9.1 seconds. So it usually would take forever for your energy shield to start recharging, but once it did, it would like instantly go to full. What we're doing, though, to counteract this is we have energy barrier in our whirling slash, which says energy shield recharge begins immediately and is not interrupted by damage for 2 seconds when stunned while using supported skills. So kind of the loophole here is if we can just kind of like force ourselves to get stunned while we're casting Whirling Slash, we're just gonna, our energy shield is gonna go down and then instantly back up, down, instantly back up. And like to some extent, it can kind of maybe make us immortal. Maybe maybe immortal is like a big word to say there for that, but like the only problem is if we don't get stunned. Like if we don't get stunned, our energy shield just keeps going down. But then we get stunned and it just goes back up to full. I mean, this is kind of crazy. Ooh. Yoink. Yoinkers. It's working. And to be clear, we are taking a lot of damage right now. So the fact that like we're taking that much damage, but we're able to just like keep going back to full is kind of insane. We're also doing this without our Lich Jewel right now, which is obviously a big downside. Of course, if we get a different Lich Jewel to go there, we'll be fine. Actually, I guess for right now, if I want to min-max, I would do this. Put like that in there just for now.
You can't get rid of me, Exile. I am you.
Where's little Jim Bob hiding at? Why is Jim Bob on the opposite side of the fence?
Nothing you do matters. The dream will end, and the dreamer will pass into the next world.
Yeah, I will say, if I take that jewel out of the socket, though, the one that was giving me stun threshold, I do get stunned a lot. But I guess that's not exactly a bad thing with this chest piece. It just means we're getting stunned, which is obviously helping our energy shield, but do also have to deal with the stun, I guess. That is ridiculous how much damage we were just surviving. So the Sim Splinter strategy already over. Oil goes to 10x and tablets 1D. Well, unfortunately, yeah, the market did adjust a fair bit overnight. It's still not terrible. Like if you already had tablets, it's still basically just as good because simulacrums, like the actual price of simulacrum and sim splinters didn't really change, but the price of the distilled despairs and the tablets did go up. Yes, that is true, unfortunately. But I don't actually think that means the strategy is necessarily bad by any means. It's just, I mean, I guess it depends on how expensive. Like, it's going to be a cost versus, you know, profit, you know, issue type of thing. It just depends on how much you have to spend on the tablets. Even with 1 div tablet, still worth it. I did a 2 tower setup today after seeing the video with the spares and stuff. Made around 8 div from a tower cluster. Yeah, that's not bad. Especially on a 2 tower cluster, to be clear.
No. A gift from fate.
Okay, I'm about to like, or never mind, I'll just put this unidentified stuff in my stash. It's also worth noting, I'll just add that, you know, you can get the tablets yourself. Like, I've gotten the tablets. So especially in situations where you actually find the tablets and then you can just use them, or you find the tablets and then sell them, like, in some regards, the strategy almost just changed. It's like last night, farming sim splinters was insanely strong, still insanely strong. But now farming sim splinters is a little bit less strong, like overall, because you have to spend more for the despair and the tablets. But in the same token, those tablets that were only worth 20 exalts each last night are now worth 1, 2, 3 div or whatever. So you can like kind of flip the strategy on its head in some regard. It's like, you know, it's just the market is just shifted.
You will fall, exile.
And I think one thing that's kind of nice about the strategy is as long as simulacrums are like valuable in any way, then in theory, the strategy should always be decently viable. Because as long as the price of simulacrums can't fall to like, you know, 10 exalts or something, or like 30 exalts or something really low, which in theory they should be in some regard like not really allowed to fall that low just due to the innate value of a simulacrum. So yeah, I don't know, that all that shit's too complicated for me. I'm not an economics professor, but I know something's going on there. Does Despair on Blasphemy work the same as casting it myself? It works the same, except it costs 60 spirit, it's in an AoE around you, and it's less effective. So it's lower, it's gonna reduce their chaos resistance by less. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you can technically, without any tablets, you can get 2 sim splinters per drop just with the distilled maps. So you can actually run the strategy completely without tablets. That's how I even stumbled onto the strategy, because I was running a distilled map with 90% increased stack size of splinters. That comboed with Would You Like to See My Face and all of the increased effect and everything, and I realized, oh shit, I'm getting more than 1 splinter every single drop. You must be able to scale this, and sure enough, you were able to scale it into the moon, and it just became insanely good. Alright, with all that being said though, chefs, I'm gonna go ahead and have to call the stream there. I know, I'm sorry, it's only a 3.5 hour stream. I apologize. It is a little bit of a short one. My apologies. Hoping I can go ahead and stream like tomorrow or in the coming days as well. I'm going to try and get this build guide for this video out in the next day or two. And then hopefully we can get some streams in, you know, have some good times, all that good stuff. For now, we're going to go check out that Dallas Stars playoffs game. Everybody send send some energy over to the Dallas Stars hockey team. Hope they win this game. It's not a super important game, but you know, we want them to win it anyways. And I love you guys. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Thank you everyone that, thank you everyone that gifted subs, Twitch Prime subbed, all that good stuff. You guys are amazing. Everyone that tried to cheer me up with the whole Rana race situation, I appreciate y'all. Y'all are the best. Build guide for anyone that's still curious. Build guide is coming out in a day or two for this build. Y'all be covered then. Other than that, I'll catch y'all chefs in the next one. Take it easy, fellas.